is a Rogers Sports presentation.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Brampton Center for Sports and Entertainment. I'm Mike Hancock, and this is OHL Primetime. Now, today on Primetime, we've got a very, very big matchup, a big Midwest Division matchup between the Kitchener Rangers and the Brampton Battalion. Now, last night, the Brampton Battalion were in action in Owen Sound to take on the Attack. They fought their way back to a 2-2 tie as Paul Flash scored late in the third period. As for the Kitchener Rangers, they were only in action on Friday night when they took on the Erie Otters, but fell by a score of 7-3. Now, this is the third meeting of the season between these two teams, and the Brampton Battalion have taken a win and a tie in the previous two meetings between these clubs. Now, of course, the Kitchener Rangers just trailing the Brampton Battalion by 4 points in the Midwest Division for fourth spot. And, of course, this turns into being a big 4-point matchup for these two teams. Now, the biggest news surrounding the Brampton Battalion over the last week or so, of course, was the blockbuster trade they pulled off midweek. They sent Tyler Hanchuk, Matt Grenier, and David Chant to the Barrie Colts in exchange for Brian Finley and a pair of draft picks coming up in 2001 and 2002. As we take a look at what the Brampton Battalion get in Brian Finley, of course, he was Nashville's first-round selection in the 1999 entry draft. In 98-99, he was the OHL Goaltender of the Year, and last year at this time, January of 2000, he was the OHL's Goaltender of the Month. And of course, the Brampton Battalion will hope he can return to that form when he comes back from injury. Brian Finley suffered a groin injury at the start of December and has not played since the start of December of 2000.
Sammy, there is Scott Dickey in the nets for the Kitchener Rangers. Boy, a lot of weight rests on his shoulders if they're to be successful.
Second-year netminder for the Kitchener Rangers, very successful. 14-14-5, the second-best save percentage in the OHL.
Off the opening face-off, Brampton controls Van Loosen through center ice, gives it up. Roy plays it for Kitchener and follows up by picking it up at center ice and tries to pump it inside the Battalion zone. Klesla right on top of him. Rafi Torres picks it up for the Battalion. Turns, squares one through the middle. Bateman feeding Van Loosen, streaking down the right side. Centers it out in front. Goes off the skate of the Kitchener defender in front. Bull leaves it for McSwain. McSwain to Rowan. Going back to McSwain, goes off a boot. Harrison dumps it into McSwain in the corner. Centering pass out in front. Pavel all alone, backhand. Huge save from Scott Dickey.
Oh, Scott Dickey got caught out of position and he reached back with the blocker in the glove and kind of made an open-handed save on Lucas Havel. But
it bounces over his stick and it's a race to the puck. Gives it away. And Minchella walks right in. He scores!
Well, Dougie, Jay Harrison made two mistakes on the play. The first one he made up for, the second he couldn't, and Minchella stepped in over the line. I think Topping was caught a little off guard there. He fired the shot that hit the top corner, Topping unable to make the stop. And now Minchella has scored to make it 1-0 Kitchener. That just his second goal of the season, and the Rangers lead at 1-0.
Leaves it for Bateman. Back for Torres. Torres to the top of the circle. Has to chop at it. Gets it for Klesla. Cross-ice pass. And Flash and Torres fan on it. Here's a break for Derek Roy. Roy right in. Flash trying to follow him up. Roy shot. He scores! Derek Roy shorthanded.
Well, Dougie, a new kind of system being employed on the power play. Rafi Torres hanging back with the two defensemen. The puck went back to the point. Both players attempted to take a shot at it, and both of them let up. It's like a fly ball that lands in the Bermuda Triangle in the outfield of baseball. Both guys let it go. That springs Derek Roy. Not too many guys in this league going to catch Derek Roy on a break. Paul Flash certainly not one of them. And Derek Roy continues his torrid scoring pace. That now for Roy is 25th goal of the season amongst the OHL leaders, and a shorthanded goal has given Kitchener the 2-0 lead. Watch Roy as he goes in all alone. Flash able to get a bit of a stick on him, but Roy just slides it through the 5-hole. In fact, Fool Topping a little more active than he had to be, trying to make the save, and Roy picks up his 25th of the year to give Kitchener a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, to corner, chasing this one down. McSwain going after it with Brandon. Brandon comes away with it. Rowan pickpockets him. Back to the point. There's a quick shot. Deflected in front. They score! Kurt McSwain!
Kurt McSwain showing great presence in front of the net. Dickey got down on the ice and he couldn't get back up to regain his position. McSwain made the extra move to get around him, and that's Kurt McSwain's 12th goal of the season for his 23rd point. And a good job there. He's a guy who really stepped up while Brampton Battalion were missing all those players over Christmas time. 5 players all told out of the lineup for the battalion, and Kurt McSwain, one of those guys who picked up the slack, continues to do so as he picks up his 12th goal of the year for the battalion, and they have cut this lead in half.
20 minutes. Derek Roy leaves it for Cava at his own blue line. Cava, good cross-ice pass for Amadeo. They score and make it a 3-1 hockey game. Derek Roy one more time for the Rangers.
Derek Roy coming in off the off wing, just picked up the loose puck, and Brad Topping got a piece of it. Not nearly enough of what he needed to do to stop the puck, and Topping right now a little in awe because every opportunity that they've had a chance to score a goal they just have 9 shots a goal, scored on 3 of them now. Derek Roy picking up his 2nd of the game, his 26th goal of the year. And as we watch Derek Roy streaking in here, he'll just take the puck, and all he does is fire it towards the net. He gets the puck up just a little bit. Brad Topping, again, a little more overactive, kind of reacting to the play before it happens, Dougie. We've seen that on 2 of the goals so far here this afternoon, and Roy's got his 26th of the year, and the Rangers have themselves a 2-goal lead once again.
Up the play just inside the blue line. Henrik gives it away. There's the shot. Right on. Topping makes that save. Rebound. Loose puck in the open crease. Open net. They fire it over top. Shepard with a great opportunity, and the yawning cage couldn't stick it home. Bateman following up on the play. Ramsey goes to the outside. Cava picks up the play, and it's Viziev stepping in front. Goes Shelf and scores!
Well, the Brampton defense clapped yet once again, and that's their 4th mistake in this hockey game. All 4 mistakes have cost them goals. Viziev showing some great hands as he takes the puck and goes upstairs, beating Brad Topping. And you know what, Dougie, the backup goaltender now is something that may come into play in this hockey game. Anthony Marshall, an interesting story. He's on the bench right now for Stan Butler, but here's a guy who hasn't really played a whole lot. He was picked up from the Milton, actually was not even playing when picked up from Brampton. He's an interesting story.
Yeah, from the Milton Merchants is his last junior hockey club, and that is Provincial Junior A. But the story is that he actually was cut by them in December and has not seen a lot of ice time until the battalion picked him up to fill in while Brian Finley is recovering from an injured groin.
Well, Viziev picks up his 13th goal, make that his 9th goal of the season, and just like that, beating Brad Topping to the top shelf. Kitchener leads it 4-1. Start to play a little better, a little stronger, and create some opportunities if they want to continue to get ice time in this hockey game.
Yeah, Stan Butler has always gone by the philosophy of you have to earn the ice time that you get. Klesla and Bennett coming together and in front of the Ranger bench. Klesla trying to get at Bennett.
Yeah, these two have really been going at it all game long. In fact, Bennett's been going at it with about every Brampton Battalion player he can get his mitts on, and Rusty Klesla decided he'd had enough at the whistle, took a shot at Bennett right in front of the Kitchener bench. And anytime that happens, you know their player in front of their own bench is not going to let down.
Retreats to pick it up. Watched closely by Aaron Van Loosen as it's rung around the glass. Picked off. Bateman with an opportunity. Lets the shot go. Rebound to the side of the net. Van Loosen looking for Klesla in front. He scores! Rastislav Klesla.
Well, Aaron Van Loosen picked up the loose puck after Scott Dickey made a phenomenal save. Van Loosen got the puck. Klesla pinched in from the point, went upstairs beating Scott Dickey. And once again, the battalion on the board. Rusty Klesla picking up the goal for the Brampton Battalion. That being Klesla's 6th goal rather of the season. And watch here, Bateman stopped, then Van Loosen will take it around the far side of the net. Once he does so, you can't see it, but Klesla pinches in from the point, goes unnoticed until the last second when it's too late, goes upstairs, and Scott Dickey once again had that lower part of the net covered.
Hasfield comes away with the puck. He's got Roy. Feeds the speeding Roy on the outside. Shot rings it off the goalpost. Derek Roy looking to finish off the hat trick. Giveaway pass. Roy has it. 2-on-1. Roy and Pasfield in front of the net. Topping made the save. A late go for Klesla. Klesla with time. Lots of time, allowed to set it up. Right to the side of the net. Thompson couldn't shove it home. to the side, they score! Rafi Torres makes it a 4-3 hockey game. Boy, Scott Dickey really lost his stick on that, was down looking for a stick when the cross-ice pass came across, and Torres rifled it past Dickey, and it's a 1-goal hockey game.
Well, Thompson got dragged down in the corner, as you see, but the puck comes free and gets back to the point for Jason Maleko, and he one-times it all the way across the ice. Torres waiting and ready and fires it. Scott Dickey got over there in a hurry, but not quick enough for that shot. What a great play there by Rafi Torres, as he just blasted the puck home in a one-timer. His 15th of the year, and the Battalion now trail the Rangers by 1.
Through the neutral zone, Maleko will control. It's a streaking Rafi Torres. Torres tries to cut and runs over Smith just inside the blue line. Boy starts from his own zone. This is Rafi Torres. Torres, a giveaway pass. Passfield walks right in. Shot. They'll hang on as Roy comes in as well. Flash falls on him. Boy, Rafi Torres tried to make the sweet play inside his own zone, and quite simply almost got burned. Right, but the Battalion control. Bonus looking to feed Thompson. He's hauled down by Bizyayev. No penalty called on the play. The crowd takes exception to that, but we are in the Brampton Center. There's a shot from Bonus right on. Rebound, they score! Ryan Bonus ties it up at 4.
Well, a good play by the rookie line out there. Jay McClement centering a couple of rooks, and it's Thompson creating a little havoc, and then Ryan Bonus pouncing on the loose puck in front of the net, going up high over Scott Dickey to tie this hockey game at 4. Ryan Bonus, the rookie, his 3rd goal of the season, and just like that, this hockey game is tied.
You know, Dickey's done a great job all night at corralling the rebounds and making sure he's not giving up the big rebound. That is one of the first opportunities, and watch Bonus go right to the front of the net and gather up his own rebound.
Well, there's McClement with the missed puck, and then Bonus takes the loose puck, fires it once, misses it, continues towards the net, as you mentioned, Dougie. Gets the shot, beating Travis Chapman, who was caught flat-footed in front of Scott Dickey for Kitchener. And Bonus has tied this hockey game at 4 with his 3rd goal of the season.
Glass to the blue line and out. Good job. Rowan's got Hobble with them. Gets him the pass. Hobble sidesteps a check. Called down. No penalty as it's played across the blue line. Here come the Rangers. Passfield with Bennett heading to the front of the net. Cava's shot right on. Topping with the save. Puck comes loose and Bateman clears it to the blue line. Topping couldn't control the rebound. He's hurt and down on the ice.
Derek Roy's really taking a punishment in this hockey game here. Lucas Havel in the mix once again. Chris Cava out there. And this game's starting to heat up and look a little bit more like the Midwest Division rival that we expected at the start of the hockey game.
Get it to Thompson, who was alone streaking in from the left side. Bateman for Thompson. Out in front, they score! Scott Thompson!
Fantastic play. Bateman, Torres, Thompson, everyone getting it done. And Rusty Klesla was the guy who got tripped up in the Kitchener zone. He stayed at the blue line, accepted a pass, then brought it in. That all started the rush, and what a fantastic play here as we get a look at the replay. There's Klesla after carrying the puck in, and Cabo with a chance to clear it, but he fans on it, and that allows Thompson to pick it up. Or Bateman, rather. Bateman will slide it down into the corner, regain his footing, go behind the net, 2 touch passes out to Thompson, and there it is. Scott Dickey not fast enough to get over. What a great play by the Brampton Battalion, resulting in Scott Thompson's goal, and that's the go-ahead goal so far for the Brampton Battalion. A great play there, and again, the result of touch passes. The Battalion know they have to be quick in order to beat Dickey, and that's exactly what they were in that play.
So a 4-1 deficit is now a 5-4 advantage for the Battalion. This is Amadeo. Mike Amadeo and Ryan Bonus. And Amadeo's going to go right to the dressing room. Person down the ice as icing will be waved off. Dickey should have played that one. Chapman goes after it. Hobble hammers him into the boards. Chapman is down as Hobble crunched him in the corner.
Travis Chapman is one of those situations where he kind of went not necessarily with his back towards the thing, but kind of sideways, and Havel took advantage of that, really pushed him into the boards, and Chapman is down on the ice now in serious pain. The whole entire Kitchener bench now, and Jeff Snyder now has the referee over there talking to him to try and find out why a call wasn't made. Carmen Cox, the third-year veteran OHL referee, explaining to Snyder why there was a no call. But let's take another look at the hit. Watch here as Chapman goes back to retrieve the puck, and he kind of comes at it sideways. You see there, he turns, and as he turns, Havel gets the shoulder into him and crunches him against the boards. He fell awkwardly to the ice, and Havel, a no call on that play, probably should have been taken off the ice, Dougie.
And McClement steps to center, and Dresswood to the open cage, hitting the post, and it goes just wide. 20 seconds left in this hockey game. Thompson fires it back around the boards. Maleko will have to pinch in. He does, and fires it home. A 6-4 win with 14 seconds left as Jason Maleko puts it in the open net.
Jason Maleko, the captain of this squad, sealing the deal with his 7th goal of the season. You're seeing Thompson now and getting into it. Klesla now being attacked from behind, and some bad blood being exchanged between these two Midwestern teams. Gloves and sticks all over the ice, and we got a little something going on here.
It's 2-on-1, and Jason Maleko's got 2 guys aside. Klesla, Bennett, and Roy were going toe-to-toe, so Klesla takes on 2, and then it was Maleko separating 2 guys. Bennett threw his stick at Rusty Klesla. That's what kicked off this whole thing. Bennett's now heading off to the dressing room, to the boos and the cheers here in Brampton. And down to the past 5 seconds as it's played through the middle. McSwain will step across center, play it in the corner, and the Battalion walk away with a 6-4 victory after being down 4-1 to the Rangers here in the Brampton Center. Some solid hockey from the Brampton Battalion, a big 6-4 victory. Finishing it off was Jason Maleko, suitably coming back after taking a vicious hit to the face and having to wear a cage. Maleko comes up with the insurance marker.
And Scott Thompson picks up his first game-winning goal of the season, and it's a huge one. He put the Battalion ahead at the 5:37 mark of this 3rd period and put them ahead to stay as the Battalion go on to the 6-4 win over the Kitchener Rangers.
We're coming back with more on OHL Primetime. Stay with us. We will return.